Hey, good morning, my friends. It's MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. We normally do this on Facebook Live, normally 9 o'clock, but Facebook's had some issues this week, so we're working on that. So maybe you're seeing this for the first time on YouTube. If so, and you like it, this is our format for updating Michigan about uh, short-term weather, snowstorms, and long-term next 5 days, next week, what might be happening there. Uh, like us on Facebook. I'm live on Facebook, and eventually I'm sure we'll get back to that. But let's get to it. Hey, how about this? 9.5 inches of snow in Mansalona, 10.7 in Gaylord over the last 24 hours. This is the shot from Jim Bailey in Mansalona. Thank you, Jim. And it continues to come down. Here's the radar, and you can see it's just pure lake effect. That northwesterly wind makes a lake effect in the eastern part of the UP, western part of the UP too. In somewhere in Houghton County, there was 11 inches of snow. That's the heaviest I've seen. And then you could see the scattered patches of lake effect, Leelanau County now in Benzie County in the higher elevations, and also up around Gaylord and Grayling. So let's go to the models and see what the forecast is. And we'll set it in motion for you. And you'll get the feel. We'll go into the afternoon. This is noon, 1, 2, 3. So you get the feel that it's west side, western third, and northern parts of lower Michigan, spurts of snow and rain, and even a little sleet has been occurring in these. What we call grapple. It's like a tiny little snowball. And this is this evening, so again, another surge of some lake effect, and there's maybe a disturbance there in the middle of the night tonight and tomorrow morning where places in Traverse City, maybe southeast of Traverse City, toward Fife Lake and, oh, what do they call it in the southeast part? Holiday Hills. You could wind up with a slight accumulation, and the snow continues in the north. And then you'll see it starts to back off as we get into Thursday and maybe take a little bit different of a path coming in out of the southwest. Still cold enough for lake effect, but probably not for snow, and that would be real spotty. All right, so here's the bigger picture. If you're just joining us, this is one model that I often show. This is called the European model. It is a good model out 6 to 10 days in the future. Not exact when we get to 8, 9, 10 days, but it's been very, very good on the overall scenario. So that's why we look at it a lot. The US model, we spent a lot of money on it, upgrading it, and it's not as good as European. So this is Thursday. Thursday, we should be getting back into mostly dry weather. And the red lines you see, those are warmer temperatures aloft. Those are temperatures that would not produce snow. So the warmth will be coming in, as has often been the case in the last, several years, from the north and west. Sign of a climate change, weather pattern change where Canada is warming and the warmth sneaks in from the north and west. So this is Saturday. Only thing that I see on Saturday that has popped up in the last 24 hours is a chance of some showers moving across the UP, far northern lower, Saturday night and very early Sunday morning. Then Sunday looks great and warmer. And then we get into next week with southwesterly winds. This is Wednesday of next week. And notice we're still in the warm air. And the next storm system, maybe one of our first gales of November type storms cranking up. This would be on Veterans Day. It would have warm air ahead of it, and then a strong cold front would come through, and wind and cold behind it. So that may be our first almost winterish type cold front. We had our first strong cold front the other day on Sunday that dropped our temperatures. Now this one would be more of a next step downward, so to speak. All right. High temperatures for today. Low 40s for tomorrow, low 40s. I got a pot of chicken soup I'm developing on the stove right now. 50-ish Friday. Saturday, about the same, near 50. Sunday into the low 50s. Monday, maybe hitting 60 degrees for Kalamazoo and Lansing and Jackson and Flint and Detroit and Ann Arbor. Tuesday, I'm not sure this model has it real good, but in the 50s, maybe 60. And Wednesday, maybe 62, at least mid 50s. And Thursday, ahead of the front, 60-ish. And Friday, it's trying to indicate the colder air starting to move in. And as far as low temperatures go, here's tomorrow morning. It'll be another hard freeze tomorrow morning and thick frost. And the same deal for Friday morning. Saturday morning in the far southeast, you might get your first hard freeze down Monroe and those far southern sections. And then Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, we're back into the 40s. And Wednesday and Thursday, we're into the 40s and 50s. And one last thing to leave you with, and that is the long-range forecast. So this is the 6 to 10-day forecast. And obviously, you saw me talking about warmer temperatures next week. So the 6 to 10-day has a strong chance of us having above normal temperatures. And the 8 to 14-day still has us with above normal temperatures. Let's see, that is valid for November 10th through 16th, but we would have that cold front in there also. So there it is, the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy, and I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Hopefully you got a good update on this. You know, I try to do it at 9. I want to try to inch it back to 8:30, so maybe it's a more usable time. And gear it toward if you work outside or if your work or livelihood or life hinges on the weather. I want to give you an update so you know what's going on. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. One of these days we'll be back on Facebook Live once they get the kinks worked out. We've sent some support ticket, messages to them, so hopefully they'll get that straightened out because it is a nice format on Facebook. Take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy.